It's not about wearing a uniform. It's about the principle.
In our case, look good, clean good.
When you are put in the position to win, you can win. You can't unless you live the standards. We've been so focused on like implementing rules to like force people to live how we want to live and act how we want to act. It's like worked up into this point. The hard thing is like the guys do the thing because we're their bosses and they feel forced to do the thing rather than because they actually want to do it.
And that's why the conversation needs to start changing with our guys. It's always been like, oh, I do it because these are Ian's rules. Where it needs to start being the conversation of, I want to do this because I want to be better. Like I want to wear my uniform because it makes me feel better on the job. I feel like I get respected more.
Yeah.
Like that's why I want to wear it.
But we want them to do the thing because it's what they believe. It's like what they live by. And with standards, what we've seen is like there's standards for how you look and there's standards for how you act. Uniforms are an our expression of how bought in our guys are internally to the standards. So like if our guys wear these,
yeah,
they live the standards. If they don't, they're just not that bought in.
If they like don't want to buy into it, like totally fine. Not saying they're a bad person at all, but like we just don't want them here because what we want is people to live high standards.
We'll see. We don't know how guys are going to react to this, so we'll see how they feel.
So you just saw the hype video that me and Brenton worked on. Actually really excited for that, really excited to show the boys. We're super excited for the uniform. I think this is the best one we've ever had for winter and then for our summer uniform also. We're just gonna be a lot more strict on it, a lot more consistent on it than we have in previous years. We've been pretty lax with our uniform. So excited to show the guys. Let's see what they think. So we got all the uniforms for the boys, set it all out. So when they get here this morning, literally just handing them their uniform. Go over a quick presentation with them. This is my first PowerPoint ever, so I might be fumbling up there. So
It'll be good.
Bear with me. Look, Brecken, how we look?
Good. Every truck looks great.
Really?
Yeah.
See, it's not that hard.
No, I'm excited that we're starting with these because like last week we did truck checks and this week we're doing uniforms. As we're implementing standards, like we have standards for how we look. And then, once the guys look good, feel good?
We gotta start the base. We gotta
I'm excited for it.
We gotta start with the uniforms first.
I'm so excited.
Deep beneath the cover of another perfect wonder where it's so white as snow. Privately divided by a world.
All right, boys, uniform in front of you. So this is obviously what we're going over today. What do you guys think? First impressions.
Nice.
It's nice. Cole, first impression.
Let's just say I can get used to this.
Porter.
We look good.
We look good. Vic.
Thank you.
Hey, Victor,
Appreciate
you're
it.
welcome. You're welcome. I've spent quite a bit of time putting these all together, so we think these are pretty legit, so I hope you guys like them. So first things first. So rules control your behavior, standards express your character. Set the standard, be the standard. We've been talking a lot about standards. I think it's important to explain the difference between rules and standards. At first, as we're implementing all of these things, it's gonna feel like we're implementing a lot of rules. But that's not the end game. The end game isn't to control you guys. The end game is for this. It's for character. We're implementing these standards, so in the long run, you guys become better people. We want to instill with you guys high standards that you guys can carry on for the rest of your life. So there's many things we want to be the standard for, not only in the window cleaning industry, but the home service industry. And we've done a pretty good job at it. We've just done them out of order. We have our 4 topics, or 4 things that we want to be the standard.
Pillars.
4 pillars.
Pillars.
That we want to be the standard in, not only in window cleaning, but in home service. So we have employee culture, we have client experience, we have brand, and then we have profitability. Okay, those are the 4 things. In that order. Before, we didn't realize we were doing this, but this is what we did when we first started, is we started with brand. Not saying that we were wrong, we just didn't know any other thing. Like, we thought brand was the most important thing, so we started with that.
Well, we thought brand in the home service industry was the main thing that needed to be fixed.
Yeah.
So early on in business, like we hadn't learned that like employee culture was important. We just thought like businesses make money because you should, but like it's not true.
And then I think we were like, okay, client experience. And then it was like profitability, and then it was like employee culture last because like it was just me, Brenton. Like there was just a couple employees.
Yeah.
So employee culture would definitely take in the back seat.
What we've realized now is we should start with culture and the rest will follow. If we have good employee culture, our employees are gonna do a really good job and the client experience is gonna be really good. And then if the client experience is good with our brand, which builds our brand stronger, people refer, all this stuff. If clients are happy with your service and they refer you, and you keep getting clients and clients keep coming back, you become more and more profitable because you don't have to keep paying to acquire clients, they just stay.
Yeah.
Brand, profitability, and client experience are all results of employee culture.
Yeah. The company culture is the biggest supporter of the brand.
Picture this. I'm in the window well. Why? Because I clean windows. There's windows down there. There's weeds, rocks, spiders even. No damage at all, dude. Give me some knee pads. Nothing.
You said no damage at all.
No damage. Maybe a little dirty, but nothing the wash can't fix.
We actually brought this up because of something that Malvin asked in the group chat.
Yeah.
He's like, what is the difference between a rule and a standard? And he also said like, well, I don't get penalized for not meeting a standard. And so like you guys will see as we get into the end of this that like we've been thinking a lot about this. Yes, there's things that we can do to like make things more rules, like control you guys, but there's a longer route that we're willing to take to like make this work into who you guys are. Because we don't want you guys to do this stuff because we tell you to do it. We want you guys to do it because you want to do it.
Why we wear these uniforms, all right? So first impressions. Technicians represent what we stand for as a company, not only as a company, but also yourself. You guys are the front line. Make customers feel confident in you and the company when you arrive. They're clean, professional, you look organized. It will help with performance. And then obviously we look like a team.
Ian reached out to his family and he was like, hey, we want to make sure that like this actually matters because we invest a lot of money into this. So he reached out to his family. He's like, well, does a uniform change your guys' experience as clients? Because a lot of his family are our clients, right? And this is one of the things that his family said to us that I thought was really solid.
He said, I think it's good. The purpose for the high standard is why you want to be different from the other guys. At the end of the day, I want to buy a service from someone who is going to do the best job and I don't have to worry about them being on my property. The uniform is the groundwork for how they are going to carry themselves while they're on the job. Being clean and practical and worn in unison with the team is essential to build trust with new and old clients, but also with everyone watching while the job is being done. I thought that was really good coming from a client who has our service. Starts with the uni. Okay, so we got the uniforms rolling. The dude showed up looking snazzy. Everyone looked awesome, showing up in the morning to the warehouse, all looking the same. Like, it looked great. I think it's cool that the uniforms are a direct reflection of not only who the technician is, but what the company represents and who we are also as a company. There's always a term like look good, play good, or in our case, look good, clean good. Like, it's just a little something to be proud of. Be proud that, you know, you look good, you look professional while you're on the job. It's always the little things, right? And that's what we're trying to push with them too, is what are they going to do when we aren't looking? So like, yeah, we see them show up to the office in the uniform, that's great, but like, what are they gonna do at the house, at every house? Because obviously we can't be at every house. And the commitment to wearing the uniform, I think, is a reflection of what they're gonna do when we aren't there. The uniform is just the beginning of kind of the standards that we're gonna be putting in place to come. If they're not willing to wear the uniform, then they're not gonna be able to do the other things. Like it's gonna start with the little basic things that are gonna build up to the more important things, maybe like client experience. So there's a level of respect that, I mean, even with the technicians have for themselves, but more importantly, what the client thinks of the technician when they show up. Because we want them to be comfortable with us in their home, on their property, and the uniform just helps out with that. Stoked on 'em.
Looking good.
It's gonna be sick.
Looking fly.
Look at this boy. Yeah. Dang, that smirk. That smirk.
One thing that I did want to say, so like, you guys were all joking around about this, and I think it's really funny because we implemented, we talked about like write-ups and then like pay docs of $250. And it's like, it worked into our company like dialogue. Like, I heard it every day for like the past 2 weeks. Everyone's like, hey, you're gonna get written up for that. Hey, you're gonna get a pay doc, all this stuff.
No, put it next to it. On top of it. It's stretched out.
What is happening? Brecken, you just need to leave, bro.
Write you up too.
No, you two are
Brecken just made $500.
Shit, I'm gonna add it into.
You make fun of how short he is, or bald, or big head.
$250.
We thought it was funny, but we're like, well, this isn't how we want to be talking as a business, because like we realized that you guys were gonna be doing things out of fear. Like that's not the reason why we want you to wear the uniform. We want you guys to wear the uniform because you guys want to live the standards that we're establishing as a business. It's like we don't want to have there be a consequence for not living the standard. The consequence of not living the standard is you can't be here. You can either be around people that want to live the standard, or you can go somewhere else. And that's totally fine. Like Ian said, like no shots to anyone, like that's totally fine. We can still be homies. But in reality, it's like we want you guys to live this because you guys want to be here. Because we don't want to have a culture of like, we do things because Ian and Gatlin tell us to do these things. Because like, what happens when me and Ian aren't here? You guys won't do it. And so it's like, we're trying to instill standards that you guys will live even when me and Ian aren't here, because like, that's what's gonna create change in this company. Like Ian said, like if we wanna get where we wanna get and we wanna do big things, it's like, it's gonna start with the little things. And you guys have to wanna live them. With all these big shifts that we're making, I've been having a lot of thoughts with like standards and how we want to run our team. A big shift on the way that we're going to be running our company now is we realized that everyone in our leadership team, we all played sports growing up, and we've all been players. And because we've been players, we've been able to lead teams by example. But we've kind of reached a point in the business where we're all a step removed. Like Ian can't lead by example because he's not a technician. And so we've had to move more into a role of a coach. And the hard thing about being a coach is you can't lead by example. The way that you lead is you instill standards into your team. And then you have people on your team that can lead by example. But it starts with us. It starts with us being able to step into the role of like being a coach. Like we've been so focused on results, and we thought that's what success looks like, is like getting the results. We don't want guys to live the standards because of a consequence or a reward. We don't want them to live standards because of like external things. We want them to live the standards because what they believe internally and they're bought in. What I'm learning is there's kind of two levels to standards. There's the people that live the thing because of the rewards and the consequence, and then there's the people that live the standards because of who they are. And we want to find the people that live them because of who they are, and we want to help the people that are at level one, that are doing it for the external things, become people that live the standards because it's what they believe, which is way harder. The problem is like if we want to get if we want to take Mint past where we're currently at, we can't just force our way there with rules and systems. Like we have to build the people that are on the team. Rules leading to results does not mean success. When people live the standards and it changes them as a person and it helps them become better, that's success. And then the results will follow. And like, yeah, it's a longer route. Like and it's way harder. But in the long term, that's what changes the entire culture of the business, and it makes it easier over time because people start coming into the business and they're bought into the culture that we built, rather than just forcing them to do things with rules and systems.
Again, we're going to be talking a lot about Nick Saban and Alabama football. So do you guys know who Nick Saban is? Okay, you guys about to learn. You guys about to learn. So Nick Saban is, I think, the greatest coach of all time. And it wasn't because he went and got the best players. It's because of what he instilled in those players. Winning is important, but that's not what he instilled into his players. He instilled standards into his players, and that resulted into wins. You guys will like this.
It's 42-14, game over with. What they fussing about? They about to go to the NFL. McCoy, he about to go to the NFL. That center, he's a senior. He about to go to the NFL. What are they fighting about? They're still fighting with 7 minutes left to go because somebody messed up, and they both think it's the other person, and they know what they were taught, and some kind of way it ain't happening on the field, and so they piss and they fight. Game is over. They already won the national championship. Listen to me. They don't even know how much time is left. They don't even know the score. They're not concerned with that. What they're out there to do is to make sure that they execute on the standard. And the reason why you're not where you want to be is because you focus on success. Don't focus on success. Don't focus on money. Focus on the standard. The standard will get you to success.
We like that?
Bars.
All they know is what they were taught, and they weren't taught to do that bull crap, even at the end of the game. And like we said, like stop focusing on success, focus on the standard. The standard will get you to success. As we roll out more like these meetings and stuff, that is going to be our focus. and like the conversation is going to start shifting too.
So this is what, like, this video's like goes to the opposite of what we've been pushing. Is like we've been pushing results. Like we've been so focused on results. We've been so focused on upsells, performance, all this stuff, which is important. We did a fast track to that, and we basically instilled rules to like help you guys get there, when in reality you were just doing the thing to like get the result. So it's like everyone wants to be here, everyone wants the result. And they're like, I need to do all these things. Like they look at these micro things, they're like, oh, I need to upsell, oh, I need to get reviews, all this stuff to like get the result to be the best technician. It's like, in reality, if we just live the standards, you'll get there. Like the results will come. But it's like if you try to fast track yourself to results, you're not even the person that you need to become, to where when you're getting to the point where you can be in a position like them, where they're in the national championship, like if you're not the person that you need to be, you will lose. And so it's like, we're trying to create you guys into people, when you are put in the position to win, you can win. You can't unless you live the standards. It's like, that's what the focus is gonna be.
Dang it, Cole. That fork broke. Let me see that fork. Bet you won't eat it.
How much money?
You both say how much?
Then I gotta go all the way upstairs, get another fork, and then eat the dirty one.
Be doing good.
You killed your
I
presentation.
mean, first presentation.
I think at the end we did a really good job of we're just gonna have to drill in standards. There's so many things that we're gonna be implementing. And yeah, I think our why before is like, how do we make them more money? But in reality, like, none of that matters. People are gonna be hearing standards so much. We have to change. If we're gonna change the culture within the business, like that's what has to happen. So it just has to become part of the dialogue.
It's, yeah, with the change our conversations we have with them for sure.
Nice
I'm
boys.
excited for it.
Yeah.
Nice boys.
And it's cool because this is like it's like a physical change. Like we roll it out and you can implement, you can like instantly see the change. I'm looking at the guys right now, I'm like, dang.
They look
Like
really good.
they look different. Like we're already on another level where it's like you roll out like a show up on time policy and it's like it's really hard to like see.
Yeah.
It's not about the upsells. It's not about reviews. It's not about wearing the uniform. It's about the principle. And like if we can get guys to chase the standards and not success, the success will follow. I'm excited for the switch. It's gonna be a lot. Like you guys can watch this and realize like this isn't just for our business. Like if we are going to change the home service industry, this is something that we have to establish across the board. It's like we have to have people in the industry that live the standards because of who they are, not because of the consequences or the rewards. So hopefully you guys can learn this hopefully this helps you guys learn this before you take 6 years and realize that you built your business in the wrong way like we have. But again, like we're all in this together. Like if we're gonna change the home service industry, like it starts with standards, and the standards are pretty dang low. Let's raise these standards. Hopefully you guys are liking this content that's a little bit more raw, a little bit more like documentary style, and kind of just showing you guys like what we're up to. And if not, let us know in the comments. But appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for liking and subscribing and all that stuff that people do for YouTubers or whatever. And we'll see you in the next one.